With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Watch 54.
The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. He's at the 40, past the 20, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. 68 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's got Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got his man, it's Eifert. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 29 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Jackson operating from the gun. Got a man, it's Randy Moss. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Jackson and the offense come up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Jackson now. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Caught, Eifert over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Jackson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They give it off here to the tight end. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
A loss of 7 brings up 3rd down and goal.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean? Break out that just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Stewart to throw again. Steps away to his left. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, this is Jackson.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 18. On first down, Jackson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Being chased out left. And Stewart lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Jackson on first down. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Allen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And an alley to run. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Drop deep.
Stewart now. A final shot before break. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Jackson now pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's first and 10. Now a carry for Allen. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And the catch good. It's Eifert.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up. Allen hit. He lost the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. From the gun, Jackson. This is caught. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for 2 is going to come up empty. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking to throw. Stewart. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Bo Jackson, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Now Stewart off the bootleg. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete. He misses yet again, and the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
To throw is Stewart. Throwing on fourth down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining, still in the third. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for two. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 21. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On second down now, it's Allen, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a first and 10. Back now in Baltimore. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Now a play fake here on first down. Now he's forced out left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. They'll run with Allen. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They stay on the ground with Allen. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Check, check, watch.
Here's Stewart. Off play action. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Rolling to his right. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
54, right there, 54.
On 1st and 10, Stewart. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks. Gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Escaping the pressure right. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks, able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. On 4th down, Stewart. And the catch made by Johnson. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Calvin Johnson, 45 yards, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Stewart operating from the gun. He'll buy some time right. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Got his man, it's Eifert. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Got a man, it's Randy Moss. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. They'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Back to throw. Flush to his right. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 23 yards the pickup there. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Allen's got it complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Now Allen. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. He's back to throw. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Jackson now. And he's in for the touchdown, and barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. A very important extra point there, up and good, and that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.